at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Redskins. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw now on first down. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Set! 3-19!
They'll drop to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vic Beasley able to drop him for a loss of 4.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
We got 3. We got gun! 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 Here we go.
Out of the gun now on third down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Vic Beasley in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man. That's Crowder for the Redskins touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they get
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. It's caught. Jones. A very solid gain of 27.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter.
There we go, G. That's the way to hit.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That's a good shot. That's a good shot.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Out of the gun, Trubisky. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Hey, 18. Lock in. 82's moving. Right.
They'll run it. Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Gun!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Patriot!
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Lucky 56.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Gun!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit!
Now back to throw. He's going to sling this deep down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Grady Jarrett able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And here now come the Falcons. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
We go. You see it? You see it?
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Woo, defense, let's go. Let's go. Red, up, 180. Red, up. Hey, 18.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Hey, gotta go. 18.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's 2nd down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As he'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down.
Hey, 18.
They go play action. Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he coughed it up, and the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
18. Out. Lock in. Be good.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Gone!
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, here's Trubisky. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught at the 25. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On second down, Freeman. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Check 52.
And now a 10 carry for Freeman. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Gotta go, gotta go. Alert three, alert three. Alert three. Win the rep, let's go, let's go.
A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Hey. 4 down.
On 3rd down, Abdullah. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
Watch him now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Slam. 5-2 is the mic. Detroit. Watch the out.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Going right side here, and that's complete. 23 yards on the play.
All right, now look at 56.
This quarterback
look at
now
56.
13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short.
Under pressure here, and down he goes.
That's how we do
Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Grady Jarrett in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. The Redskins on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Play action. It's Trubisky going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Staying on his feet. And this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football?
Gotta go.
Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. Freeman again. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They'll run here with Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Set. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the
Let's
scoreboard.
Go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
They'll set up to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Set. Blue 90.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Vic Beasley in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down.
Gone. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they'll indeed take a knee. Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman.
Hey, gotta go.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
We got three.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And this one is right through. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find two scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done. But, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Bolden on the return. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.